Guys, time to close up, to summarize this whole week. Busy week for me, a lot of meetings and a lot of interesting things that I've learned. So anyway, we had to cut it up, we'll move towards weekend, reboot ourselves, gain new strength, and hopefully watch new material that I'm now recording. So what I wanted to talk with you about today is independence, or being self-dependent, so to say. I don't know if it is a proper word, but what I mean here is like taking responsibility for ourselves, or placing responsibility for ourselves in our own hands, right? The motivation behind this material is the story about this 30-year-old guy who was living with his parents, and they couldn't, persuade him to move out. It all ended up in court. The judge ruled that you have to move out. They tried to help you. They gave you money. They tell you, we will help you find a place. He still wouldn't do it, right? There are places in Europe. I heard those things about Italy. Sorry if it is not true. I don't want to offend anyone, but also that a lot of people stay with their parents for a longer periods, many years, right? So, and this material is also not about discussing what causes such a situation, because there can be things coming from our past, like the way we were raised, right, by our parents. Maybe some economical things, fear, comfort. But this all can be easily overcome. Like, for example, the economical stuff is like when I moved to Warsaw many years ago. Me, my wife, and my best friend, we shared the apartment. We split the payment to just make it more affordable for us, and in that way we could do it. So why not do it? Why not find a friend or somebody you can just live with and split the amount of money you need to pay for apartment if it is too much for you, right? So I cannot stress how important it is to take responsibility for ourselves, and the exact step I'm discussing here is like moving out, becoming the only person who is providing means to live, to move. We are a provider, right? No longer we are gaining help from anyone else, but we are the ones who are putting food on our table, who's buying clothes we're wearing, who's paying for medicines if we become sick. Yeah, these are the things that I'm talking about here, right? If you are dependent on others, you are not free. You cannot tell you are free, because you always have some constraints, some rules you need to follow. When you become independent, you build your own reality. You take this thing called life in your hands, and you create your own bubble of reality that takes you through the life, right? You are the one who decides, the furniture, if you want to lay just in your slippers, on the bed whole day, you can do that. Nobody will come and complain, because you are the one who's, owning this zone, this place. So, you have to do it. And why? Because independence, being self-dependent, brings a lot of important things in us, or at least teaches us new things, such as humility, right, respect, strength, endurance. The most important thing that independence teaches us, in my opinion, is how strong we are, and how strong is our will to survive and to press on. So if all is in your hands, if all depends on who you are, how you are, then you can learn how you want to proceed with your life, how to find strength to move on. You can take a real measure of yourself if everything you have comes from things you work, right? If everything you own comes from your work, right? You get your hands dirty every day, and you push on, and you push on, and you push on. And your will to survive, to develop, becomes stronger and stronger, because you can see that you are the one who is changing the reality, not anything outside. So please, if you ever have any doubts if moving out, becoming independent is not a thing for you, keep in mind what I'm saying here. You will never learn who you are, know what are your strengths, what you are capable of, until you do it. And with that, I will end. Thank you very much for all likes, views, and we'll see each other on Monday.